Well, if you are in school, the month of March is the time when you study for your board exams. And that generally means no cell phones. But who will tell this to these smartphone companies who are ousting some great looking smartphones for you this month? If you don't know me already, my name is Sid. And in this clip I tell you the top smartphones that I'm looking forward to in the month of March, so that when you're done with your board exams, you can buy them as a gift for yourself. They say, save the best for the last. I say, let's start with the dessert. The much awaited Moto G5 Plus is going to come to India and it's going to launch on 15th of March. And this one does look very disruptive. It should be priced around 16,500, and for that price you get a Snapdragon 625 CPU, 2 or 3 GB of RAM depending on the variant you go for, along with 16 or 32 GB of storage and 5.2-inch Full HD screen. But the biggest specification of this smartphone is its camera. You get the same technology that Samsung employs in its Samsung Galaxy S7, dual pixel and f1.7 aperture, which is the largest one in town right now. And all that for 1/3 of the price of a Samsung Galaxy S7. So for those of you looking for an alternative to the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4, say hello to Moto. And talking about the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 reminds me about the Xiaomi Redmi 4 itself. This budget smartphone too can launch in India this month, and it will be the successor of the Xiaomi Redmi 3S Prime. But surprisingly, most specifications remain the same. You still get a Snapdragon 430 CPU along with a 5-inch HD screen, 4100 mAh of battery and 13 and 5 megapixel of camera on back and front respectively. But I'm not even excited for the smartphone. The phone I'm looking forward to is the Xiaomi Redmi 4A. Now this smartphone has comparatively lesser amount of battery and an inferior Snapdragon 425 CPU. But the pricing of the smartphone is killer at under 5,000 bucks. Alternatively, there's also a variant called Xiaomi Redmi 4X, which too can get launched in India. Now let's talk about some premium mid-ranger from a brand we all know about. The Samsung Galaxy A5 and A7, the 2017 editions, have already been made available in India for a price tag of 29,000 and 33,500 respectively. Both the phones have 16 megapixel of front and rear cameras. They got an Exynos 780T CPU along with 3 GB of RAM on board. But the main difference is in terms of display and battery. The A5 is a much more compact phone with a 5.2-inch Full HD display along with a 3000 mAh of cell, while the A7 is a 5.7-inch phablet with 3600 mAh of battery on board. Both the phones are waterproof and dustproof, and they ship on 15th of March. Lastly, let's talk about the Nubias. First up there is the Nubia N1 Lite, which packs in a 5.5-inch HD display. It's got an 8 megapixel camera, it's got a quad-core processor and 3000 mAh of battery. Going by the specifications, it should be a budget smartphone priced aggressively at 10,000 rupees. But the next smartphone does look a lot interesting. It is the Nubia Z11 Mini S, and it packs in some features that takes it at par with what the competition is offering. You get a 5.2-inch Full HD display, you get a Snapdragon 625 CPU, 4 GB of RAM, 3000 mAh of battery. Moreover, Nubia is known to stuff their phones with good cameras, and the 23 megapixel rear camera on this smartphone does indeed look promising. Also, if Nubia continues its Chinese pricing and replicates it into India of 1499 yuan, which if converted would be around 15,000 Indian rupees, the phone might give some stiff competition to the Moto G5 Plus and the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 too. And that brings us to the end of this list. If you have already passed out of your school, go and check these smartphones out. And if you are already in school, go and study. But do not forget to tell me in the comment box below which is the smartphone out of these that you are looking forward to. Also, do not forget to hit that subscribe button, giving this video a thumbs up, sharing it with your friends, and most importantly, coming back to see more of me. My name is Sid. Ciao.